Very, very tight.
Shane, why are you looking around like you don't know where the fuck you are?
This is very different from where I was last time, so I'm kind of lost.
I think all of us are in very different places now.
Yeah.
We got an Oregon boy, we got a moved away boy, and we have a moved away boy. I have a bunch of posters now. It's cool.
Wow. Patrick went on the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, I have a bunch of guitars and stuff behind me.
And he only got dysentery twice.
Yeah. I only had to cut my leg off.
Wow.
Well, welcome to Broken Table Talks, AEW Wrestledream predictions. I am the Ghastly Gengar. Shane is the Chef Swag 06. And below me is Patrick. He's in a band called Lonely Avenue. You can go check them out. I believe they have a new single coming out soon, if not already.
Our new EP drops tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, check that out.
For anyone who's not watching this live, tonight is 9/28, the 28th.
28th of the 9th month.
But yes, we're just going to be kicking off today. We're glad to be back. It's been a while. Everyone was doing their own stuff. People were moving. People were getting married. The fourth person who's supposed to be here is also getting married next week. So they're probably not going to be around for a while. But yeah, we're going to start kicking things off more. We have actual plans now, which is really cool. So... but yeah, you'll see what's going on later. How's everybody doing, though?
Muy bien.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
Don't really have a whole lot. I don't have a whole lot more to expand upon. That I just, life.
That tracks. Okay.
That tracks.
Well, we're heading into Wrestledream this weekend. Something that I'm pretty excited about. Just there's a few matches on here that are pretty cool. But overall, it's like it doesn't feel like as good of a pay-per-view as they had last time, card-wise.
Well, I mean, in defense of AEW, when you have like 4 pay-per-views in the span of a month, it's kind of hard to keep it interesting and fresh.
Yeah, and I mean, there was that big cliffhanger last night with Jay White being attacked by a bunch of dudes in masks and shit. So
right,
that's kind of interesting. A lot of people are speculating that it could still be Adam Cole, even though I don't know about that.
I mean, there's some pretty convincing pictures of X-rays that are up on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it now, that say his injury's legit.
Yeah, the issue is that they also didn't show the masked person, like the person in the devil mask, from the waist down.
Right.
And the guy didn't attack anybody. So, like, it could have been Adam Cole, but I don't fucking know about that. But yeah, there's just a lot of matches going on I believe, Sunday, which is also really annoying that it's happening on a Sunday. I don't know why they're moving to Sundays now.
It's a Saturday.
Is it? It's the first, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's the first. It is Sunday. I thought it was the 30th for some reason.
Yeah, you've said the 30th every time we have talked about it, and I have corrected you that it is the first.
I'm looking at the poster right now, and it does say specifically in bold letters Sunday, October 1st.
Yes,
day before my birthday.
Wow!
Woo!
Happy early birthday!
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
I'm 30. I think it also feels a little bit lackluster because there's not really a main title on the line here.
There really isn't.
Like you could include the TBS title as a main women's title, but other than that, ROH, I think that title's on the line. But apparently this is supposed to be the night that something like an era comes to an end, according to Tony Khan. So I'm not too sure what that's supposed to mean.
Well, the tag titles are up for defending. I know FTR's got a match.
Yeah, but he's making it sound like something really big is going to happen. So I don't know.
The ROH AEW merger?
Well, I have heard that they are going to like disband all those fucking titles and just put them into one.
I mean, I've been waiting for that to happen, honestly. Like, it was cool that he brought back Ring of Honor from the dead and brought back all those titles, but now they don't mean anything, so...
Yeah,
I think it's time to finally put ROH to bed.
Yeah, I mean, Diamonds is saying in the chat right now, Edge joins AEW. Yeah, that's something we will talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Streaming service, I don't think that's an era coming to an end. I think that should just be one of Tony Khan's big announcements that happen every, 3 weeks or something like that.
I hope a streaming service comes soon because I can't afford to buy these pay-per-views.
Yeah, no, please
get
these
on... anybody can.
Please get these on Max as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just going to pick a random match, and we're just going to go ahead and kick off. And what's this one? Okay, yeah, he's not defending his main title, so this one's fine. We're going to start off with MJF versus The Righteous for the ROH World Tag Team Championships. I'll go ahead and kick it off.
Okay.
So, they need to get the titles off MJF and Adam Cole if they want to do anything with these tag titles. I keep seeing people online saying that they shouldn't be taking the titles off of him right now, especially not to The Righteous. But, someone can interfere. There's going to be some sort of bullshit. Make him still look really good, because he's definitely higher up there than The Righteous. But yeah, for me, I think it's pretty simple to just take the titles off of him some way, not make it too much of a big deal. No one really is going to care that much. It was kind of cool that they had the big tag title thing, but with Adam Cole out of commission for months, it's just not going to happen. And yeah, Mr. Wayne Enterprises came in. Hello, Wayne. Says, don't forget about the attack on Jay White last night. There's going to be storyline building right here, all the way up the ladder, and I think it can start with someone interfering and costing him the tag team titles. Whoever wants to go next, go
ahead. So, something that Sergeant Diamond said, the Kingdom interferes with the match.
Yeah.
I think I can see that, and I can see them helping MJF win. Because if MJF is like, oh, I'll still defend the tag titles. I mean, the smart thing to do would be, if you're another tag team, interfere with the match to make sure that MJF wins. And then you get the 2-on-1 handicap match. And then you can kind of keep this MJF Adam Cole thing going a little bit longer through his injury. So I think MJF's going to win.
MJF gonna win. It's not a bad shout. I mean,
interesting.
The thing is, I'm basing this off of the ROH titles don't fucking matter. That's basically the reasoning behind mine. And I mean, I like The Righteous. They're cool. Give them titles. Fuck it.
Jay? Yeah. All right. The fact that this is even still going on, even with Adam Cole's really weird freak injury, it leads me to believe that the titles are meant to change hands here. It's going to be weird. It's going to be screwy. I don't know exactly. There's a lot of possibilities, as we brought up in the chat already, of what could happen here for the titles to change hands, or maybe not change hands. I don't know. But in my eyes, it looks like, because this is still going on, because this is going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match, for me, from my perspective, it shows me that the titles were going to change hands regardless of Adam Cole's injury or not. So now they're going to have to find some interesting way to keep the story going for MJF. There's obviously a few possibilities here, but I think the titles are going to change hands. So the Righteous are going to win. It's going to be a screwy match, but hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah, and I mean, your world champion losing a 2-on-1 handicap match doesn't do anything to the champion.
No.
He's going to come out better than ever at the next pay-per-view and either win or lose. It doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
Okay, that is a good... anyone want to pick the next match? Anybody want to select one?
Yeah. Can I just interject with it's Chris Jericho and who?
Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi versus Sammy Guevara, Will Ospreay, and Konosuke Takeshita.
Konosuke
Oh boy.
Krishna.
Yeah, everyone likes to pretend they know how to say the names. It's fine.
So what a just like, I feel like this is like kind of like you and your friends got together to play like the AEW game and kind of just like chose like all these random ass fucking characters.
Oh yeah, this is WWE 2K create a superstar levels of random.
Yeah.
But but everything behind it has a story, which is really cool.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be a wilding match. But I can see Don Callis's family going over. They've got the younger guys, and this has got to be like what Jericho and Sammy had a match on Dynamite, right? Do I remember watching that like last week?
Was it an actual match,
or was that just like building to this? I can't remember. I have such bad memory.
I know he punched him in the nuts.
Yeah. Okay, so this is probably this would be the first match of Chris and Sammy. So I can see this all building to singles matches between each one of these three guys. So
yeah, Wayne actually says it was a match.
It was a match. Okay, yeah. So then this is the second for Chris and Sammy. Let's see. Yeah. And then fucking Omega and Ospreay have wrestled twice at this point now in AEW, or just once?
Twice. And then another time, I believe, in New Japan when he took the title off of him.
Yeah. And then Takeshita and Ibushi have never wrestled each other, at least in AEW. So I can totally see Don Callis' team going over, obviously, by like, he's probably going to stab someone with a fucking screwdriver.
Oh, yeah.
Being honest. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Going with Don Callis.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to put these actually down here since it doesn't cover them. For me, I'm just thinking that Sammy Guevara is going to pin Chris Jericho. Like, that's really the whole story for me on this one. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay, I think, is just going to go on until the end of time. I think there's money there. Not just money, but like it's legitimately just really good seeing them go at each other. Takeshita and Ibushi. I mean, Ibushi being here is really cool. I'm really happy he's back to keep wrestling with AEW. And Takeshita, it's gonna be a cool dynamic, but I don't think they're really gonna play a role in the whole thing. To me, it comes down to, is Ospreay going to pin Omega, or is Sammy going to pin Jericho? But for me, the option is Don Callis' family defeating this broken amalgamation of superstars.
It's two Winnipeg natives and a Japanese man.
Yes.
Well, Wikipedia has Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi listed as the Golden Elite. Fun fact.
I think they came in as the Golden Elite when he came in to join them for not War Games, whatever, the Blood and Guts.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, doesn't really matter because Don's family is going to win this, and I mean Matt kind of already said it. It's going to be Sammy Guevara paying Chris Jericho. That makes the most sense. Unless, I mean, they don't really need to do it because you've already talked about it. Ospreay and Omega are pretty much going to go until one of them dies. And you don't need anything to keep building that. They're just going to keep going at each other. That came out really bad, but hey, you know what? Take it how you want. Take it how you want. Let your imagination run wild. Sammy pins Chris. Don's family wins. End of story. Bye-bye. This weird mishmash. I don't even want to call it a dream match. It's just a random match. It'll be the end of it.
I mean, probably could end up being match of the night. There's a few contestants in this, but actually there's one very clear winner, but
yeah, I'm like one and only 6-star match on this card.
Yeah, actually I think I'm going to make that the last one we do. Because
any match that involves Ospreay and Omega, though, that's going to be match of the night. Or this in contention.
No, it's in contention, yeah, but I think... Have you looked at the card that much, Shane?
I have it pulled up right now.
Okay, because I think there's one match that's gonna destroy anything that Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay have done.
And
we probably have the same idea on that.
Yeah.
If you stick around to hear our opinions on that match, I think I might have an idea on what the end of an era means from Tony Khan.
That could be very interesting. But yeah, we'll wait for that. Shane, would you like to pick the third match that we're going to go over?
Yeah, let's do the TBS Championship match.
Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart for the TBS title. Hey, we have a new follow. I think. Did that just happen to go? Hey, thank you for coming on in, Martinez, 1998. Looks like our alerts aren't working. I'll fix that next time.
Sweet. Thanks for joining in.
Okay, so Shane, take it away.
All right, taking it away. Statlander wins handily. She just got the title.
Okay.
And I think that she is going to have a nice, long, I'm not going to say Jade Cargill type reign with this TBS championship, but maybe it's going to be pretty one-sided, I think. I mean, they may have some moments in there that make it seem like, Julia Hart might actually win, but in my opinion, this should be a cakewalk for Chris Statlander.
Okay.
Yeah.
Patrick.
I'm going to have to agree with Shane. Chris Statlander has always been presented as someone that's a winner, and they just haven't shown Julia to be that. She's still just kind of that spooky one.
She's 6-0 in singles matches.
She's 6-0 in singles matches, but guess what? Chris Statlander is a multiple-time champion, so...
Well then, my pick's going to shock you. I'm going to pick Julia Hart.
Okay.
I think they are building her up. I don't think they want to keep doing what they did with the TBS title when Jade Cargill had it. There are ways to make Julia win this match without Chris Statlander looking like shit. They have built up Julia Hart enough to be a contender for the title. Mr. Wayne has a good point. She's had the title since May. You know, and
what?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
Yes.
Oh,
it's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, really.
So,
I'm like, oh my god, it's already been since May.
As long as we're not going for fucking 20-year reigns anymore. I think this is a good size reign for her. She's had a fantastic run. I've loved every Chris Statlander match that has come up. And she doesn't need to be going after the TBS title. Get her onto the main title picture. Like,
I'd love to see Saraya versus Chris Statlander.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Julia Hart can take this title and hold it with the scary, spooky people.
The House of Black.
It
took me this long to remember also.
Yeah,
we're
so
like,
keep it with
let's just make up names for this thing.
The scary, spooky people, and it'll be fine. And she has a cool hat. I like the hat.
I'm going to submit a petition to rename the House of Black to the House of Scary Spooky People.
Permission granted. I am Tony Khan.
The House of Scary Spooky People has spoken.
Yeah, and Mr. Wayne.
Scary Spookies.
Mr. Wayne coming up with another good point. Willow or Blue cost Champlander. I like that. The match. And that's the thing, is there's other contenders that can go for this belt. When I do believe Chris Statlander is like a main card. It's weird to say main card person because like the TBS title has been used as like a main title. But it doesn't feel like one. For me, it feels like the World Heavyweight Championship. It's kind of irrelevant.
I mean, it
just kind of exists.
I mean, yeah, it's the same thing that they've been trying to do with the TNT title for a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going with Julia Hart. I think it'll be fun if she wins. If not, Chris Statlander's still a great pick anyway. Either way this goes, I don't really care. Okay, I will go ahead and just pick the next match. Yeah, sure. Let's go with Wheeler Yuta versus Ricky Starks.
Ooh.
I think it'll be very entertaining. This is another contender, I think, for match of the night.
Could be.
Wheeler Yuta has come so far from when he first came into AEW. Ricky Starks has transformed into like this new character, but keeping the same persona. And it's just fantastic to see. But yeah, I think Ricky beats Wheeler Yuta here. I think there's just more going on there.
Yeah.
Especially right now with John Moxley being out, Blackpool Combat Club's kind of fallen to the wayside until X, Y, and Z happen. Until the stars align again and all of BCC is back together and healthy. Let's just give Ricky Starks this win. He needs to elevate himself to other levels again. He's kind of fallen down a little bit, but he's still a huge star in AEW. So,
yep.
Let's just keep on schmoving with Ricky Starks for right now. Wheeler, you'll definitely have your time very soon. Patrick,
yeah, Yuta's gotta turn against Blackpool Combat Club before he can win anything. So Ricky Starks is gonna take this. It'll be a fine match. I'm burnt out on Ricky Starks. I'm sorry.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that feels that way.
It's just kind of so, like, I mean, it's not even necessarily start and stop. Like, it's always kind of on the gas pedal a little bit. And I just, like, it's just not doing it for me anymore.
Well, it's because the victories that he gets never lead to anything. It's just oh, hey, Ricky Starks won again because you really like Ricky Starks, right? Ricky Starks good, right? Like, yes, he is good. Now do something with him.
Right.
But yeah, Shane, go ahead.
Yeah, Ricky's going to win this handily. I mean, it'll still be a good match, but I don't see any reason why Wheeler Yuta should win this. It's going to be another meaningless win for Ricky because he's just going to win, and then he's going to go off and probably fight somebody else. He's not going to go for any titles. It's the Ricky Starks character. It's not doing it for me anymore. It's really not. And it sucks because he's great. He's entertaining. But I think his time has come and gone where, like, there was that Ricky Starks hype for a while, but now it's starting to really, really, really die down now. And you're like, well, I think we kind of just I mean, it's not impossible for Ricky to get back into an interesting possible title picture, but he's kind of starting to lose it a little bit or starting to lose his window for him to get said opportunities and him still get that pretty good pop.
Yeah, I mean, he's falling into the Rusev vortex, where you
Oh my God.
where you are where people are behind you 100%, and you're just not getting pushed enough.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's chanting Rusev Day and buying calendars and buying merch, and the company's just not really here for it. But yeah, chiming back in, we have Sergeant Diamond saying his keyboard crapped out, and he says Statlander's going to win and Yuta's going to win.
Well, all right.
Wayne's got Ricky.
Go ahead and make a pick, Patrick.
All right, I want to talk about my boy, the hung man, Adam Page.
Adam Page.
Or
Let me find
Strickland.
the button. There it is. I'll swear when I drive.
So I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know why this match is happening.
Dude, thank you. I don't fucking have any clue.
I was like, I don't know what's going on. So
the promo
Is somebody in
yesterday,
the chat give us some context?
the promo yesterday was fucking dope. But like,
Yeah.
really, why is this a thing?
So
If anybody can give us some context, please.
going with my boy Hangman. Take him on pretty much everything. So
The Hunger Man, Adam Page. Okay, Shane. Swerve wants Page's spot. There it is.
Well, that really
What?
makes a whole lot of sense now why this match is happening.
So the promo that happened prior was
Yeah.
Swerve saying that, you know, Page is lucky to be where he's at because of like reasons and stuff like that, and Swerve thinks he deserves to be in Page's shoes rather than Page.
this was last week.
No,
Right.
I believe that promo happened like 3 or 4 weeks ago. It happened a while ago.
Yeah, that I don't remember seeing that one. I just saw the one from like recent.
Swerve is saying that he wants Page's spot since Swerve says that he's lost his momentum. Yep. There you go.
Okay, easy enough.
Still Hangman.
Well, in my eyes, I think this is a perfect opportunity to bring back the Coin of Destiny because I don't know what's going on here.
It's
Uh-oh.
the coin of destiny.
The Coin of Destiny is about what?
Oh no, I was gonna say, Patrick, you just need to make like a 2-second guitar loop, and then I'll do some vocals over it for the Coin of Destiny,
All right, sounds good.
and then I'll make it an audio button on my stream deck.
Just some like shreddy like.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Something like super cartoony. All right. Well, the coin has spoken. The winner of this match will be Hangman Adam Page.
Hanger Man, Adam Page.
Let's go.
And yeah, I mean, I've watched as it's progressed. I just kind of didn't really understand how it was going on, but I don't know. I like Swerve. I'm going with Swerve.
Yeah, I like Swerve too, but I like Hangman more, personally.
Well, you didn't fucking pick, Shane. Your coin did. So
You're right. My coin picked. Because I don't know what's going on with this match.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Swerve has lost a lot of momentum, and I think he should be a lot bigger than he actually is. Like, actually, in hindsight, the reasoning behind this match does make sense because I think they really have kind of pushed Swerve to the wayside. He should be getting gold. So, it's just what I hope happens. Shane,
Right.
go ahead and pick a match.
All right, give me the TNT Championship with Christian Cage and Darby Allin.
Real quick, Montez 1998 says that they feel Strickland because he needs a big win, and I agree. Strickland does need a big win, but my boy Hangman,
Yeah, like no matter what, you're never going to convince Patrick to vote against Hangman. It's not going to matter.
It's
So
my boy.
we're going with Christian Cage versus Darby Allin in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the TNT title that, honestly, I thought Christian had for a long time, and someone did have to remind me that Luchasaurus was, in fact, the TNT champion. Yeah, no, I legitimately forgot. 100%. I was totally convinced Christian Cage was the champion for a long, long time. On Sunday, we see clearly.
Yeah.
How's everyone's father feeling today?
It's really funny because... So, this is where we talk about it. This is where we talk about the big thing.
Yep.
Edge's contract with WWE ends on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Is it Wrestledream if he's showing up? Is it realistically Wrestledream where he's showing up? If he's showing up at all. I'm still not even 100% convinced that it's real.
Let me just get my pick out of the way. It's going to be obviously Christian. But as far as the possibility of Mr. Copeland, otherwise known as Edge, showing up to AEW, I obviously want to see it. There's obviously a lot of rumors that it's going to happen. But I don't see this being the stage for it to happen. I really don't. I've been thinking about it for probably the last hour because I was honestly contemplating in my head. It's like, can I see them using this pay-per-view to bring in Edge? A historic moment, no doubt, in wrestling history.
Yeah.
It's possible, but I don't see it happening.
Man, but where else? I mean,
that's the thing that I've been thinking too, Patrick. Like,
right.
We already had the Wembley show. Mm-hmm. We've already had All In and All Out. We're not going to wait a year. The fire's going to burn down, and like if he shows up a year from now, then like, oh, okay, yeah, hella cool. But the pan is on the fucking stove.
You were having a hard time with stove?
Yeah, very much so. It was very difficult. The pan is on the stove right now, and it is overheating. If this doesn't happen at Wrestledream, I believe it has to happen on a random episode of Dynamite, which I don't want.
Unless it goes to the next pay-per-view, which when even is that?
I don't know, probably next weekend.
It would be November Full Gear.
Yeah, it's
Los
Full Gear.
Angeles.
In LA?
Yeah.
Oh, act like you can't just drive back. Like...
Yeah, hold up. Let me just drive another 15 hours. Like, I haven't already done that fucking twice in 2 weeks.
You got stops halfway through.
November.
Eat my ass.
Yeah. I mean, It's possible. 2 months. It's less than 2 months from now. If they wanted to wait that long and build it up. But
the thing is, if they really do it here, I'll get my pick out of the way too. I mean, it's just going to be Christian.
Right.
The idea for me is like nothing is really built up. Like if Edge shows up, I want him to show up at the end of this match. In a different match, there's not really anything else here that I see. There's one match that I think could be cool, but doesn't really make any sense. This is the main match that makes sense for it. And the TNT title can go on Edge and then just get taken off in like 4 or 5 months and have it be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Patrick, what is your final words on this?
How's your dad feeling?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. Christian Cage.
Okay, cool. And Mortal Kombat just came out. Like, his name's all over the place. So yeah, the big story here is not even this match. It's really just the fact that Edge might come to AEW.
Darby Allin might not even get a fall in this match, and we won't care.
Yeah, no, I know I might be a little upset if Darby Allin doesn't get a... It'd be cool if Sting comes out to try and help, and Edge just spears the shit out of Sting.
That would be awesome.
That would be dope.
That would be.
I believe, yeah, you chose that one. Where do we have left? We have Brian, Kingston, FTR. I'll go with Kingston.
And there's the 4-way tag match, too.
I'm sorry, the
Yeah.
what?
There's a 4-way tag match for a future AEW championship opportunity. A tag team championship opportunity.
Who's in that match?
So that match is between the Young Bucks, the Guns, the Lucha Brothers, and Orange Cassidy and Hook.
Cool. We'll have that up some other day. Anyway. I didn't even know about that match. I looked at the card this morning, too. No idea. So this one is Eddie Kingston versus Shibata, I believe, to unify the titles. I mean, Diamonds, you're not responsible for sending the pictures. I still have to do my due diligence as well. I just didn't see that match. Montanez says, my honest opinion, I think him and Christian maybe made a pact, so I am not saying Edge definitely debut, but makes sense. Yeah, no, I think they want to finish their careers together.
Bruh, and the Dudley Boys are coming back.
Oh my god, I know.
Where are they coming back to? Because it's not WWE, right?
They should do shit in Impact, or have already started doing stuff in Impact.
Okay, I'll look more into that later. But yeah, I heard something about a contract. So this is a unification match?
Okay.
I would assume so.
I guess.
Cool.
Or not a unification, or just a title versus title.
For both titles.
Yeah, so it's not a unification because it's not an AEW title. It's an NJPW and an ROH title. Shit, man. I don't want Shibata to lose. I'm so happy Shibata's back. Like,
yeah.
But oh fuck. No, Kingston needs this. I want Kingston still to have titles. I want it. I love it. I love Kingston. Shibata, what was that?
He literally just beat Claudio for it. So
yeah. I know. But Shibata has only had the title for like 2 months now, right?
Neither one of these guys have had the title a very long time.
Longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah, but Shibata is also just back from like major career-ending injury. He might need to, take it a little bit slower than everybody else. And I'm going to use that as my excuse to say that he's going to lose this match.
Okay,
Patrick.
It's my boy Eddie Kingston. I mean, he's fucking a crazy son of a bitch. He's not going to lose.
He's going to come out mustard and ketchup everywhere and light Shibata on fire. Not a big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal. Just throw him in a fucking cab, feed him to the fishes.
I didn't realize this was going to be another WWE gimmick match.
No, yeah, no. Shibata's going to die. Shibata's not coming back.
Okay.
He's going to be at the bottom of the river.
Well, guys, I really wanted this to work.
In post, I'm going to add an applause right there.
Whatever you want to do with the editing, because that's not.
I'm just gonna clip that for later.
Yeah, Wayne also said, "Pat, please leave." Okay, he's back. Shane, let's go ahead and get your pick before we keep going off on how dumb that was.
I mean, it was pretty good, but yeah, it was pretty dumb at the same time. That's definitely TikTok worthy. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. Same reasoning as everybody else. Eddie Kingston is just the man. He's a badass. And I mean, no disrespect to Shibata, fucking fantastic performer, but it's Eddie's time.
Oh,
Eddie just have that.
Yeah, I also just read that.
Oh, that's what's going on. Okay,
Wait.
Yeah.
Kingston has 2 titles. That's right.
Yeah, I forgot.
So he's putting both of the titles on the line against Shibata.
Okay,
Shit.
that makes way more sense. Well, I'm still picking Eddie.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so pick it.
I wouldn't pick him to lose one of the titles that he had, so I'm not going to pick him to lose both of the titles he has. Okay, I mean, yeah, that one's pretty straightforward. So all we have left, because I'm dumb, is the FTR match and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go straight to the FTR match.
Let's just talk about the Young Bucks 4-way real quick.
Okay, let's talk about the Young Bucks 4-way real quick. Patrick, you take it away since you...
Okay, and because I wanted first call it.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, because it is a 4-way.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Orange Cassidy and Hook. Fuck it.
You son of a bitch.
Cool, Young Bucks.
Yes.
All right, Lucha
Bucks.
Brothers.
Okay, cool.
All right. Cool.
Now, somebody remember those.
Weber hands clean.
Somebody write him down and remind Kenny that he's stuck with the guns.
Ah, Kenny's stuck with the guns. I don't want the Young Bucks to win, but he picked the team that I was going to pick to win, so.
I know, me too.
I never get to pick first.
That's true. I don't think you picked first once.
Well, the thing is we... No.
No.
No, you got to pick Orange Cassidy. In one of the
I always pick-
pay-per-views.
Oh, yeah,
that's
for
right.
that weird 4-way for the championship. I
because
remember that now.
I make sure that we don't fuck someone multiple times without good reason.
Without good reason.
Yeah. Like, the next one, I believe Shane now... Because you stole it, actually, because Shane was supposed to be able to pick first this time.
Whatever.
So anyway, we'll get back...
I'll get next one.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, if there's a 4 or more people match, we have to all select different people.
Right.
We're not allowed to pick the same people at all. One, it keeps the points from just being everybody picking the same people. And then 2, it's also just more fun that way because somebody who's not here always gets stuck with someone really shitty who's not going to win.
Yep.
Yes.
The guns. So now
The
moving
guns.
on to FTR versus Aussie Open for the AEW World Tag Team titles. I believe since Patrick just randomly stole that last one away, we'll go with Shane picking this one first.
I mean, so the biggest question I have is, what is the latest development on what's his name with the legal stuff?
Sorry, I just read Mr. Wayne's hook ass. All right.
Hook
Proceed.
ass.
Sorry.
Oh man.
So yeah, what's the legal status here? He probably has court.
That's. I mean, yeah, but that's like where my head's at right now, because it's like, I thought they were going to drop the titles already, and they didn't. So maybe Tony Khan knows something about that situation that we don't. Because I mean, I feel like there's some pretty serious legal stuff going on there.
Oh yeah,
I guess maybe not.
Tony Khan definitely knows a lot. He knows that he has billions of dollars. That's
Money, money, money.
Yeah,
like-
true.
Tony Khan was able to get Jeff Hardy clean. Like this man does miracles.
Right.
But yeah, Shane, whatever you would like to know.
All right, nothing updated as of now. All right, well, that kind of makes this a little more difficult for me because, like, it's the same situation as last time. I thought that they were going to drop the titles because of those the legal reasons that were going on in that situation. But now that there's no updates, and I don't know anything going on right now, it's tough. But just going to go on a limb here and say FCL retains. Just because I don't know what's going on with that situation. And I feel like FTR is kind of the safe pick. Not like super safe. Anything can happen in this match, but That's where my head's at.
Cool. Yeah, for me, I'm not really thinking too hard about the whole legal situation because I don't. As far as I remember, it was it assault with a deadly weapon or did he just flash the gun?
He just flashed the gun, but in the state law that is encompassed as like assault with a deadly weapon.
Okay. Right. Yeah, Tony Khan's got money. I don't really care. But either way, I'm actually going to go with Aussie Open just because I think Aussie Open are going to start to be main players in AEW. They have already been relatively big when they first showed up. I think giving them these titles is huge. And also what it really does to me is it opens the door back up. I feel like we've had, FTR, the Young Bucks, blah, 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 just people having these titles over and over again. And I don't like it. Give it to Aussie Open. Yeah. Get the other tag teams moving. We had Keith and Swerve for a little bit, which was good, but then I believe the what was it? The Acclaim beat them. Or no, not the Acclaimed. The Acclaim beat them and then the Guns took them away. I don't know. These tag titles have just felt really stagnant, and then they got to FTR, and I think they just need a reboot, and I think Aussie Open can make that happen.
Well, I don't think Cash Wheeler's going to let you take his AEW title without meeting the steals. So,
well, that's the reason they're not. That's the reason they're not facing the Guns because it would be too funny.
Because the irony.
Yeah, exactly.
FTR is retaining. They've got to keep FTR happy if they want him around still. So
no, they don't. We don't need him anymore. We're done with it. I don't care about FTR anymore. They're good. Their matches are fantastic, but I don't give a fuck about them anymore. I really just wanted the Young Bucks match, and it happened. So I'm good now.
Yep.
FTR's title run has been 9 months. Yeah, no, long enough.
Years.
Nope, it's been long enough. Right. We already have the world's shittiest trios titles right now, so like, who cares?
Yeah,
like the 9mm that Cash Wheeler.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Daniel Bryan versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, I think he pled guilty to that. I think that part's been settled that he had the gun. But anyway, this match being labeled as just straight up dream match. There's no other stipulation. I don't know if they're gonna go to sleep in this match. But
it's actually like Inception style match. They both go to sleep before the ring. And then there's an entire dream sequence that they broadcast on the Titantron.
No, they just put on VR headsets and they just sit in the ring. And they're just playing WWE 2K with creative characters.
Not even AEW Fight Forever.
Nah, fuck that. But anyway, this is the match that I believe we were all talking about earlier.
Yes.
This is going to be match of the night.
Yeah.
Like, something has to severely go wrong. And when I say severely, I mean Bryan Danielson can get legit injured in this match, and he will still pull off a 10-star match. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
His entire body would have to break for this match to not get 20,000 stars. I'm letting Patrick's camera fix itself. You don't have to do anything. I think it's just slowly recalibrating.
Rendering.
But Patrick, I believe, already said it earlier when Tony Khan's talking about the end of an era. I don't know if that means Bryan Danielson retiring. We do know that is not too far away.
Yeah. So that's my guess as to what Tony Khan's end of an era statement is. I think Bryan is going to fully retire. Who's able to wrestle the New Japan guys.
I mean,
He's able to do all this other stuff.
Bryan Danielson has had a hell of a fucking year. He had a match with Kazuchika Okada. He's had so much going on. The only thing he hasn't gotten is the title. Which, does that really matter?
Honestly, I don't think so.
No.
I think in this day and age, like, titles, they mean something, but they also kind of don't. Because there's so many great wrestlers that just never get the opportunity to get a title, whether that... And that's not even... I wouldn't even say that's necessarily, like, the fault of even Tony Khan. I mean, like, the title picture's been really good the entire time Danielson has been wrestling in AEW. So, I mean, like, you have just given him the title just to give him the title kind of would have lessened it. So,
well, and the matches that I believe Bryan Danielson wanted to have wouldn't have really made sense. Like, the AEW title going up against Kazuchika Okada doesn't make sense to me. NJPW isn't getting rid of Kazuchika Okada. I'm now, the big fucking question here is, if this is a retirement match, does he lose?
I think so. Yeah. I think he fucking loses.
Yeah, that's... The thing is like, if we're reading too much into it, and this isn't his final match, and his final match is going to be at fucking All In next year, but this very well could be it. And if it really is, passing the torch to Zack Sabre Jr. is probably one of the best people he could do it for.
Mr. Wayne's saying he's retiring next year, not this year, but I mean, like, timelines change. Again, we are probably looking into things that aren't actually fucking there.
Oh yeah,
that's half the fun of this.
Yeah, because the thing is once you get to a certain part of a wrestler's career when the word retirement is being talked about, it's very up in the air at that point. Like, yeah, he could say he's retiring next year, and then there's something going on with him right now that we have no idea about. And he just wants to go out with one last bang. But, you know, again, I still think, even if this isn't a final match, I think Daniel Bryan still wants to give it to Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. is a phenomenal talent, and he is going to go super goddamn far with his career. And Bryan Danielson, I think, he doesn't need a win. He never needs a win. He's Bryan fucking Danielson. Like, the match is going to be phenomenal. I just look forward to this wholeheartedly.
They're going to kick the living shit out of each other, and Zach's going to get a clean pin.
And somehow, somewhere, Jon Moxley will still be blading. Shane.
Oh, boy. I'm going to leave it in the hands of Destiny. Coin of Destiny for a second time. I can't pick.
Coin of Destiny on the... Coin
It's
of
going to be a big one,
Destiny.
too. It's a big one. All right. Coin is spoken. The winner of this quote-unquote dream match, where both men will be sleeping in the middle of the ring, will be Zack Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, the coin knows.
See, really, what this match is actually, they put, like, electrodes on their foreheads, and the first one to fall asleep wins the match. That's why it's called the dream match.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is actually going to do it for our prediction stream. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be doing a live watch party. We have yet to be able to set up a time that works for everybody, because I think everyone's pretty busy. It's also another AEW pay-per-view that we just don't really have time to get into right now. And the money. Yeah, $50 is actually quite a lot when you're poor as shit. But Tony Khan. We've already given him like $150 this month, like last 2 months. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, between one person, it's been $150. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be our main thing. We're going to be doing another prediction stream next week for, I believe it's Fastlane.
Yeah, which makes no sense, but whatever.
So we're going to be doing a prediction stream for that, and we will be doing a live watch party for that one.
Because that one's on streaming service.
Yeah. So tentatively, the plans right now that we have in place are we're going to be doing weekly shows. We're going to have 2 days a week. I believe we decided Tuesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Tuesday and Saturday, we're going to have like wrestle news shows. Lions is kicking ass. Who? Like Nikita?
Football.
Oh,
Football game.
The Lions. Game. Yeah, okay. So we're going to be doing 2 weekly shows that are going to be like news shows. And then every once in a while, oh yeah, sadly, let's get that out of the way. The WWE 2K My GM series has been discontinued. The file got corrupted. Everything is gone. There's nothing to do about it. I tried for many hours to see if there was any way of getting it back. It is gone.
Let's tell them the truth, Matt. There is a B&E breaking and entering, right? Broke into Matt's apartment, beat the shit out of him. Like,
fucking the hell out of me.
But all they wanted, oddly, was our MyGM file. They said you cannot finish the series.
Yeah.
It's just detrimental to the security of the United States of America that you do not finish this series. So that's full transparency. That's the real truth as to why we're not doing the MyGM series anymore.
Yep. 100%. He got it right. The guy's name was Joshua. I don't know why he told me his name, but he left a lava lamp. So I'm kind of okay with it. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing Wednesdays. Every once in a while, we're going to do probably some gaming, whatever games we decide. We're going to try and do some wrestling games, but honestly, we're just going to game. We're just going to have a good time with it. But yeah, that should be it for today. You can find this probably tomorrow or maybe even later tonight on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts and stuff from. But yeah, it's been very, very tight.